very fortunate here in Melford that Santa and Mrs Claus have come to visit and Santa has set up his workshop in Melford's Manor House estate. This Gatelodge project is iCare's primary annual fundraiser. It runs for 2 weeks each year before Christmas, and it's run entirely by volunteers. So everyone you'll meet on your journey around Santa's Gatelodge here tonight is a volunteer. Christmas is a very magical time of the year, and the event is truly unique in that it offers the opportunity for local businesses, community and local schools and people of all ages to work together to deliver a great Christmas magical experience and to help Santa get ready for Christmas. The Gatelodge, where Santa and Mrs Claus are staying, is 130 years old, and Santa has set up his workshop in the old pavilion beside the Manor House. We hope you enjoy your journey around this lovely old estate, where there will be lots of activities for you to do.
Why did I volunteer to be an elf? When I first heard about iCare and what they were proposing, I thought the idea was very good, very genuine, and I supported the causes that they were organising Santa's Grotto for. I knew the people who were organising it, their causes were genuine, they were doing it for the right reasons as well, and I felt that I wanted to help with regards to what they were trying to achieve as well.
I volunteer for home care on a Thursday, and I also volunteer for the iCare charity, and it's part of the Santa's Grotto, and we are elves on a Monday afternoon and a Thursday morning for 6 weeks.
Yeah, so I try to get involved in different areas of the Santa's Gatelodge, but mainly I'd be spending my time with Santa and working on taking pictures of all the families and getting it out to them.
The Gatelodge, my main responsibilities is to sort of care for the children and lead them about, but I find that the main role of the tour guides is to sort of create a good sense of cheer and joy throughout it, because while everyone's always charged up and everyone's excited to see Santa, one of the best things is to be surrounded by this just the sense of Christmas spirit that I think that it really is instilled with the volunteers, and that's really where the volunteer comes from, because it's not just volunteering your time, it's volunteering your energy and for something that the children will enjoy.
Firstly, you start off introducing yourself to each of the parents and the children, you get to know them, and then you take your group to each activity, and then throughout this you see the excitement build up to say Santa Claus, and then you get to go into Santa Claus with them, and it's very joyous and momental for the children.
The Sophia Fund was set up in 2011 following the birth of our 4th child, Sophia, who was born with a virus which resulted in meningitis, and she went into major organ failure. She was on life support for a long time within the Royal Victoria Hospital, and following her recovery, Jim and I, my husband Jim and I, decided that we should do some fundraising for the hospital for patient comfort funds and for parent comfort funds for people who had to spend a long time within the hospital setting. So iCare then came on board, and they recognised us as one of their chosen charities, and through the Gatelodge event, Santa's Gatelodge event, they raised £5,000 for ourselves, which went into the Sophia Fund.
The main benefits that I get from it personally are being able to help other people, other families, other children to enjoy the Christmas experience. Also, it has given me an opportunity to promote Santa's Lodge and iCare and get people along to the attraction. And the benefit that I see them getting from that gives me great satisfaction as well. Plus, the product that's been delivered is exceptional, and just the joy in the children's faces contributes to their Christmas experience.
I think it's a great experience for both volunteers and children alike, because I don't think really anyone grows out of this sort of excitement that comes along with Christmas. I mean, we all grow older and things change, but there's always an excitement that comes up to Christmas that's enjoyable just for everyone.
Where I work, usually volunteer, I see the families at the very end of the whole experience. So this is the moment they've been waiting for. This is when they get to see Santa. You know, this is when it's all the magic is just all there, and everyone's just excited for Christmas. So I am involved in taking pictures, and then I go out and I'll give the pictures to all the families, and then they get to take that bit of a memory home.
Well, first of all, you have a social element of it. You meet other people with a disability. I meet other people with disabilities, and it's a good way of chatting to people in the community that you usually wouldn't come across.
The money that was given to us by the Eye Care charity was used in various ways. One of them being a treatment room was established within the Royal Victoria Hospital for Sick Children and within the gastroenterology department. This department tends not to get a lot of funding, and they would deal with people who are in liver failure, children who are in liver failure. So we now have a treatment area supported by the money from Eye Care via the Sophia Fund. The third area that Eye Care have helped us to support is doing up parents' bedrooms within the neonatal intensive care unit. There hasn't been funding for over 20 years to improve these bedrooms, and with the money, the vital funds that we've got from Eye Care, we are now going to be able to put a much more pleasant environment for parents with seriously, gravely ill children.
Oh, it's just taking part in something that is, my children are going to be taking part in the volunteer, helping out face painting, just be so much fun, an experience for them to work with adults plus children and bringing kids in to see Santa. You know, they love it, and the experience of Christmas, they just love all the lights and the train and seeing where things are put together. And I bring presents home, and they would help me wrap things up at home and cut out the stars and help other kids, you know, and make their Christmas special, you know. So it is a great thing to take part in. And it's also good for young teenagers to put that down as their CV. You know, they've worked with kids and they've worked with adults and been tour guides, and, you know, it's a very good experience for them.
I'd just like to thank the Eye Care charity for supporting the Sophia Fund and for their donation of £5,000, which was fantastic for a newly found charity like ourselves, and it meant that we could establish ourselves and start doing the vital work within the Royal Victoria Hospital for sick children within Belfast.
After reports last year, the families and the children said it was a very worthwhile experience, and I thought that everyone taking part and getting very into the Christmas spirit was really enjoyable and made the experience one of the best they've had. The
interesting thing about the Gatelodge is that it's not just sort of this sense of enjoyment that's just instilled in the place. The children are happy because you're happy, and likewise you feed off each other, and that's where it just sort of the whole place's energy is just raised up.
Well, homelessness is an issue anyone can face at any age, any place in the world, or at any race. And within homeless, we've identified that there is an issue in Northern Ireland, and within our support services we support the whole of the southern area. In this, what we can do is we can support people who are either homeless there and then, facing homelessness, or will face it in the future because they are having difficulties maintaining their tenancies, with every issue that anybody can face. You know, addictions, mental health problems, and most of all, which we are all facing at the minute, financial hardship. And with this, our goal is for those who are affected by those issues to become independent in their own homes and combat these difficulties. At Christmas time, these issues are magnified because it's such a pressurising period for all of us. So we at Home Care, through our Eye Care charity, have decided with the proceeds from the Gatelodge this Christmas to try and help decrease these issues for these vulnerable people. With your support and your donations at the Gatelodge, we are planning to support 90 families with toys and Christmas hampers to try and help them combat these issues a wee bit more easier over the Christmas period.
There are 50 volunteers who work here each night. We hope that you thoroughly enjoy this magical Christmas evening with us. We have enjoyed creating it, and all of the volunteers you will meet along the way are enjoying it too. Eye Care's philosophy is using the power of our people to create a better world. Thank you for visiting us, and your visit here is also helping those less fortunate, with 100% of our proceeds going towards making a difference within our local communities. This year, Eye Care are providing toys and hampers to homeless families across Ireland.